The most luxurious foods in the world. Hello and welcome back to another video here on the Limitless Luxury channel. In today's video, we shall be taking a look at the most luxurious food items in the world. Stay tuned and watch the video right till the end, as this is going to be a fun one. Beluga caviar. First up, we have beluga caviar. Beluga caviar is the most expensive food item in the world, costing between $7,000 and $10,000 per kilogram, or $200 to $300 per ounce. Caviar is fish roe, eggs, and this particular brand comes from the beluga sturgeon, found mostly in the Caspian Sea. It can take up to 20 years for a beluga sturgeon to reach its maximum size, and it can weigh up to 2 tons. The eggs are the largest of the fish eggs used for caviar. Beluga usually ranges from purple to black, the palest being the most expensive. Beluga caviar is generally served on its own on small pieces of toast, as it needs no additions of flavor to improve it. If you have not experienced eating caviar when you bite down, each egg pops and releases a slightly salty fishy flavor. Saffron. Ever wonder what's the most expensive spice in the world? Well, is none other than saffron, reaching prices beyond $2,000 per pound depending on the season. Saffron is the stigmas of the crocus flower. Each stigma must be gathered by hand, and it takes thousands to make a single ounce of the spice. Bright yellow in color, the spice is used for coloring and subtle flavoring of food. It has a bitter taste and a hay-like fragrance. The other reason for saffron being so expensive is the location where it is cultivated. Saffron is cultivated only in a few regions around the world, one being the Jammu and Kashmir region of India. White truffle. Truffles are from the underground Ascomycetes family, tubers, and are reputed for their high prices. It has an odor similar to deep-fried walnuts, which is extremely pungent to some people, causing a reeling effect. Interestingly, some people cannot detect the odor of truffles, which is possibly to their advantage. The white truffle is the most expensive of the family. They are generally served sliced into extremely thin slivers on top of other food and are frequently suffused in oil for sale as truffle oil. The average price for white truffles is $3,300 per kilogram, $1,550 per pound. Kobe beef. Next we have beef, specifically Kobe beef. True raised from the black Tajima Ushi breed of Wagyu cow, is produced only in Hyogo Prefecture in Japan. It is bred according to secret and strict traditions. It is fed beer and grained and produces meat so tender and fatty that it rivals foie gras in texture. The beef can cost up to $300 per pound. This breed of cow is genetically predisposed to intense marbling and produces a higher percentage of oleaginous, unsaturated fat than any other breed of cattlemen in the world. Another special trick in the production of this meat is daily massages by the human owners. You must confess to being a little envious. Bird's nest. Why is a bird's nest on the list of luxury food items? Here the nests in question are produced by birds, specifically cave swifts, who produce the nest by spitting a chemical compound that hardens in the air. The nests are considered a delicacy in China and are among the most expensive animal products consumed by humans. The nest can cost as much as $6,600 per kilogram, or $3,000 per pound. It is generally served as a soup, but can also be used as a sweet. When combined with water, the hard nests take on a gelatinous texture. According to someone who tried the soup, the nest was dissolved in almond milk, which was served as a sweet soup. The nest tasted musty and had the texture of snot. We wonder why it's so expensive now. Fugu. Fugu is the Japanese word for pufferfish and is also a Japanese dish prepared from the meat of pufferfish. Pufferfish are deadly, and if the fish is prepared incorrectly, it can lead to death. In fact, there are numerous deaths reported in Japan each year from the consumption of this delicacy. One pinhead of the pufferfish poison is sufficient to kill a full-grown adult male human. It has become one of the most celebrated Japanese dishes. To prepare the fish for human consumption, a Japanese chef must undergo rigorous training and certification. It is normally prepared so that a tiny amount of poison is left in the fish, as the poison gives it a slightly numbing and tingling effect. People in Japan will pay between 10,000 to 30,000 yen, about $90 to $270, for a properly prepared fugu dinner. Foie gras. Second only to caviar, foie gras is one of the finest Western foods available. It is the liver of ducks, foie gras de canard, or geese, foie gras d'oie. It is produced by a method called gavage, which is force-feeding of the animal of grain via a tube down the throat. Ducks and geese have anatomy that makes this painless, although the practice still draws attention from animal rights groups. The liver expands to many times the normal size and contains a great deal of fat. The texture of foie gras is very similar to that of butter with a very earthy flavor. Foie gras is generally eaten as a raw pâté, but can be lightly cooked to give it a greater depth of flavor. It is freely available in all parts of Europe and the rest of the world, although it may be restricted in parts of America. Foie gras generally averages about $40 to $80 per pound. So it was all for our list of luxurious foods. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.